Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your September 2020 Astrology 33 love reading. Thanks to those of you who've liked, viewed, shared, subscribed, and donated to the channel. I appreciate all of that. Regarding personal readings, I'm actually taking a bit of a break from those probably for at least the next month, but if I do change my mind, I'll make an update in the community section of the channel regarding those. And as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridging the gap spread, and the way it works is the cards on the left side represent your energy toward the connection with your main love interest. Cards on the right represent their energy toward the connection. These are the past energies, present energies, future energies. Once we get through all those, we'll actually pull some oracle cards to some additional insight. That's where the bridging the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, and on the right side we have the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Also keep in mind, I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy, but if you feel more like that represents the other person's energy and your energy is on the right side, then definitely trust that as well. All right? So with all that said, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have love, which is the equivalent of the lovers in traditional tarot. Six of arrows, which is Aquarius energy, and contemplation, which is the equivalent of the hermit in traditional tarot, which is Virgo energy. So an interesting mixture of energies here, but what comes to my mind first is, to me, this says that the two of you might have hit it off right away, might have been a bit of a passionate connection, but for whatever reason, it looks like you might have withdrawn from the connection, moved away, and started to think over, do I want to get involved in this or not? I mean, there's a million different reasons why that would be the case, but that's just what I'm seeing there. Like, it looks like you guys might have had an instant attraction to each other. Might have even felt like it was a past life connection between the two of you as well. And then I just see you withdrawing, like I said. Could have been maybe you had to move. That's a possibility. So maybe it was just a distance thing between the two of you. But it could have been around the time of the Aquarius full moon that we had a few weeks ago as well. And now I just see, especially with this representing Virgo energy, and we're in Virgo season now, could just be saying that now that you might be reconsidering, like, okay, do I want to get involved with this person or not? Could even be someone that you might have met around Gemini season too, and that could be what it's saying. And you might have parted ways then, and now with Virgo season around, you might be reconsidering, like, yeah, should I reach out to this person, right? Could just be some of the ways that those energies are working out. Past energy on their side, we have the Four of Pentacles. So this is actually Capricorn energy here, which for you guys is your third house communication. So I feel like, well, it could go one of two ways, but what I'm feeling here is that, to me, this says that they might have felt, they might have closed off a bit when you withdrew from the situation, meaning that, they might have not known how to handle that. Like, okay, what's the deal? So I feel like you might not have exactly told them that you were leaving the situation. You might have just left. Could have, like I said, maybe the connection just felt a little bit too instant for you, so you needed some time to think about it, like, well, what's going on here, to gather yourself, but I feel like you didn't necessarily communicate that to this person, so they were kind of like thrown off by that, so they might have taken a hit to their confidence with that. And for some of you, it can be the other way around, where maybe they were being a bit hesitant toward you, and that made you have some doubts. So could have been both, quite frankly. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing there. In the present position, we have the Two of Arrows. So this is Libra energy here, which for you guys is your 12th house. And this definitely looks like that type of energy where you guys just might still be stuck in your head about the situation. And now you might even be getting some synchronicities, whether it be in your everyday life or possibly in your dream world. You might be getting signs and symbols as far as, what this connection should be with this person. Feel like, it's the angel reaching up, like, hey, wake up, what's going on? So this might be someone who was meant to be in your life in some way, but you could just be doubting it. So they could just be sending you signs like, hello, this connection's meant to be in your life, so it could be one of those things there. But yeah, either way, I see, looks like you guys are definitely just thinking things over. And early on in September too, we're going to have that full moon in Pisces, so that might help with clear some energy for you guys too, since that is a supportive sign, given that it's a fellow water sign for you guys. So that's what I see there. Present energy on their side, we have the Nine of Chalices. So actually, speaking of Pisces energy, there's some Pisces energy here too. And it looks like this person's definitely pretty sold on the connection. So even if you did disappear on them for whatever reason, it looks like they're actually a bit more sure of themselves now, that they do see a lot of potential for this connection. And maybe they're even expressing that to you more confidently than in the past too, because here we see a pretty big difference in the energies. Like I said, this guy clearly looks pretty reluctant to, you know, move forward with the person, and then here it looks like he's pretty confident in himself. So could just be saying that, they're raising their confidence level, where I feel like you guys are still a bit stuck in your head and a little bit hesitant for whatever reason. And the future energy, we have Seven of Coins. So this is actually Taurus energy, which for you guys is your opposite sign. But here I'm still feeling that situation where I feel like you guys are still unsure. Maybe it's just one of those things where you're not sure that you could see them in as serious of a relationship as you're looking for. And maybe that's what it was for some of you too. Like I said, it might have just been an instant attraction thing, right? Maybe you guys really hit it off. Gemini energy for you guys is your 8th house. So, maybe the sex jumped off with the two of you right away. And then you're like, okay, but can this be anything more? So I feel like you guys might have really had doubt around it being anything serious from the beginning. Looks like you're still there for whatever reason. And trying to see if anything else comes to mind with that. But yeah, I feel like that's primarily what I'm getting. I feel like you don't necessarily think that they could step up to the level that you're looking for as far as the relationship goes. And the future energy on their side, we have the Lovers. So you guys had that in the past, they have it in the future. The Two of Pentacles. So again, that bit of a reluctant, shy type of energy, similar to what we see with the Four of Pentacles. And again, that's more Capricorn energy. The Knight of Chalices, which is actually the equivalent of the Knight of Cups, which is Pisces energy. And Queen of Wands, which is Aries energy. So, and there's a lot going on here too. Again, I feel like maybe this could just be saying, especially we see the angel symbolism here too, with like the Cupid type figure up in the clouds, and could just be saying that they're getting signs around this connection as well. Now, the signs might be coming through a little bit stronger for them too, given that this is a major arcana card versus you guys just have that Two of Arrows. But at the same time, in addition to that, in the image here, this person's sleeping, this person looks like they're wide awake too. So could just be some symbolism with that, saying that they too might realize, they might be getting signs around this connection. But to be fair, it looks like they're still a little bit unsure themselves in a way as well. And again, so like I said, maybe it's just such an instant attraction for both of you that it might have caught both of you off guard, quite frankly. But yeah, with that Knight of Chalices, definitely look out for something to take place around the time of that Pisces full moon for you guys, because these are quite a bit of Pisces energy that I'm seeing here. And well, of course, that could also point to the 5th house aspect for you guys too, which again is related to love, romance. So, and then we have the Queen of Wands too. So I would have to say, since this is the future position, for some of you, definitely you could see something take place around the time of that Pisces full moon early in September. For others of you, at the latest, it would probably be by the time of that Aries full moon, which is going to be really early in October. I think around the 2nd or 3rd of October. So it could be what that's saying there too, which, given that it is in a future position, that would make sense. But I also see this as, again, it seems like their confidence around the connection is growing. It looks like they might have that moment there where they're wavering a little bit. And again, it could just be really that they're feeding off of your energy. Not to place blame here, but like I said, it just looks like you guys were totally in it in the beginning, and then it seems like you guys pulled away for whatever reason, and now there's some uncertainty on your side, so they might be picking up on that as well. But even with that, I do feel like this is saying that, they're still going to move forward toward the connection and possibly gain confidence along the way as well. So something to keep in mind there. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Strength card, which is actually a major arcana card for Leo. And for you guys, that's your 10th house of career, social status. So could be one of those things too, where maybe you're trying to think, however weird it sounds, like you're thinking about how this connection would be viewed in public, right? Among your friend group or whatever, something along those lines, right? Like, okay, how would this fit my life as a whole, right? So you might just be thinking in broader terms. We're also going to have Leo move, not Leo, we're going to have Venus moving through Leo, is what I meant to say, through most of September. So could be pointing to that as well, which is to say that you really could have your focus on that. It's where you're looking for something that's more of a serious game-changing connection as opposed to something more casual. And then on their side, we see Temperance. So this is the major arcana card for Sagittarius. So what I'm picking up on with this energy, given that we do see our body language pointed away, it seems like this is saying that they're probably fairly independent people, and they have, I wouldn't say necessarily a take it or leave it type energy to them, but it's one of those things where they'll be fine either way if they, if you guys do move forward in a connection or not. But I do feel like this is saying that they're trying to put in that effort. They're trying to, get into the connection with you. Like I said, it looks like for whatever reason you guys might have pulled away. So it could just be saying that they might be putting in a bit more effort in the meantime to see what's really going on. But that's what I see there. All right. Now we'll see if we get anything from the Mystic Moon Oracle deck here. I did pre-shuffle this deck, and what I'm looking for is just some jumpers as far as any unspoken messages from you to them, and then from them to you. And after shuffling for a while and nothing comes up, I'll just take that as a sign and move on to the next Oracle deck, since it's just a general reading. But we'll see if we get anything. Like I said, first we're looking for unspoken messages from you to them. Okay, nothing there. So next we'll see if we get any from them to you. Okay, nothing there either, so we'll move on to the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and same situation here, I did pre-shuffle this deck, but here we're just going to be looking for one card for some general advice, and then we'll wrap up. Alright, nothing coming up here either, so I'll give it a few more shuffles. Worst case, we'll just put the deck down and pull a random card, because I do like to wrap up with one of these, but we'll see. Alright, yep, let me just put the deck down and we'll grab one. Alright, we'll go here. Okay, we have Peace. There's the artwork, and the number is 23. Okay, it says freedom from attachment, radical acceptance. The Oracle's message. It doesn't get any better than this. A quiet mind, a heart fulfilled, freedom from want, and the soul's satisfaction. The way to peace is through radical acceptance. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. Harmony is beautiful. Enjoy it. So an interesting message there. In a way, what that made me think of is, like I said, it felt like that attraction between the two of you might have been pretty instantaneous, and I feel like for whatever reason you guys pulled away. And what that could be saying there is, look, it is exactly what it looks like. So you guys might have went into a lot of doubt and second guessing the attachment. It could just be saying, hey, this is exactly what it is. If you guys are in a position of overthinking it right now, that could be what that's coming out for. And I mean, to be fair, like I said, you guys are gonna have Mercury moving through Libra for a few weeks in September, but then it'll be in your sign before you know it. And so maybe it's just as simple as that, having the Mercury transit through your 12th has you second guessing things, but yeah, that's what I see there. And the relationship message says when two people are in true alignment with one another, they have an innate harmony between them. They are as two perfectly tuned instruments playing together. Sometimes it's impossible to tell who is who. Peace is yours, and it is to be savored. So, yeah, I mean, I do have to say, like I said, again, I do see some indicators there. Like I said, to be fair, for some of you, it might have been they were the ones who pulled back, and that might have confused you. Or, like I said, maybe you both had a role in it. But if it was you guys who pulled away for whatever reason, I mean, it looks like this person's definitely into it. It looks like you guys are just a little skeptical, but I mean, between the main spread and then also the messages in this card, it sounds like a pretty good connection. So, I mean, worst case, I guess maybe check out their reading and see what it says for their sign. But hopefully that resonated for you guys. We'll wrap up there and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.